What's happening, party people? This is the guy, Damien. And this is your WWE WrestleMania 33 review. I want to start off by saying this is there are things in life that happens that are things you wish you could experience in person. Luckily, I've had the pleasure of seeing The Undertaker live in person at WrestleMania. Some things you just can't miss. For those who are wrestling fans, I need you guys to understand something. If you are a wrestling fan, a die-hard wrestling fan, even a casual wrestling fan, when you love it that much, you need to be at a WrestleMania. You just need to be at a WrestleMania because you're going to miss out on something special. When I went, it was 31. And, seeing The Undertaker back after the match, right after the streak, and he looked good. He looked all right. He looked ready to go. Seeing Seth Rollins cash in at WrestleMania, that's never been done before. That was special. I didn't have the best seats, but I still had the time of my life. I didn't even leave my seats. But there was a lot of special moments in WrestleMania 33. I'm going to go down the card. I'm not going to give full detail on a lot of different things or matches. But I will say that there weren't many backstage segments. There wasn't much talking. This was actually a wrestling show. No Stone Cold appearance, no Rock appearance, no other type of appearances, which is somewhat surprising, but not so much in the sense of you have such a stacked card with matches that you got to go match after match after match after match to get that going. So, with that being said, we're going to go to the pre-show. Aries versus Neville. Great match. I knew it would be a great match. Although I personally thought, and I'm pretty sure everybody else would agree with me, that should have been on the main card, flat out. And look, I'm not knocking nor disrespecting the women in any stretch of the imagination, but that fatal four-way should have probably been on the pre-show. That's just my opinion. You can hate me, whatever. But other than that, Aries and Neville was great. I'd like to see a rematch and a nice little feud going with them, possibly culminating at SummerSlam. But that was good. I have a problem with the Battle Royal. I think the final four was Titus O'Neil, Killian Dane from NXT, Mojo Rawley, and Jinder Mahal. That's nice to give them a nice little rub like that to get them in the final four. But I highly disagree with the outcome, completely. That's fine that Gronk came in and, interfered and roughed up Mahal, but I just don't agree with that. I don't think that was the right thing to do. I do think that Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman and even the Big Show should have been the last three in that match, with Braun Strowman becoming the winner. Maybe even Luke Harper, and I'll get to him in a little bit, should have been at least in the final four as well. But it was a missed opportunity, WWE. As usual, that's what you do, you miss opportunities. But that was a missed opportunity you should have capitalized on. That would have made the show even that much better. But that being said, Baron Corbin, and Mojo Rawley won the Battle Royal. Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose Intercontinental title match. An Intercontinental title match. Arguably the second most important title in the WWE was on the pre-show. I didn't like that. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. That should have been on the main card. See? Then you just have to start WrestleMania a little earlier if that's the case. You're just going to have to do that. You can't put the Intercontinental title on the pre-show. It boggles my mind. It blows my mind. And it also blows my mind why the Usos didn't defend the titles at WrestleMania. All that remains to be seen, right? So, Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose. I wanted Baron Corbin to win that match. But I understand if they wanted to give Dean Ambrose the rub, to get him his WrestleMania moment. I understand that. But I still rather have Corbin win, but Dean Ambrose won. Going on to the main card, we start the show off with Shane versus AJ. And that arguably is probably match of the night. That was spectacular. Nothing short of spectacular. That match was great. Like I said, I'm not going to go into details, but I want to run through this. I don't have a lot of time. But Shane and AJ put on a show, and Shane showed that he can wrestle. Not just do the things he did, but just actually wrestle. He tried to wrestle with AJ. And the outcome still didn't work out in his favor. Therefore, AJ Styles comes victorious. That's his WrestleMania moment. Hopefully that's not his last WrestleMania moment. And then, what do we got next? Jericho and Owens. I knew how this match was going to go. I had a feeling, and I knew that Kevin Owens was going to win because Chris Jericho is going to be going on tour with his band pretty soon, at the end of this month, I believe. So Kevin Owens victorious. He has his WrestleMania moment, and it was all good. Pretty much clean match. Everything worked out. Some of the ending felt a little rushed, but what are you going to do, all right? So, Kevin Owens victorious. Then we go to, I believe it was the Fatal 4-Way for the women's, Raw Women's Championship. Bayley comes out first, very odd, but she comes out and it's all good, has a nice entrance. Then Sasha Banks comes out. No, Nia Jax comes out, looking dominant as ever. And, boy, she showed it in that match, I'll tell you that much. Sasha Banks came out heelish. Did you guys feel the heel out of her? She should have turned heel. But did you feel the heelish out of Sasha? Her look, her hair, everything, her expression on her face, it just spewed out heel on that. So, Sasha Banks came out in the back of an old school car, hot rod, went down the ramp. Charlotte, I honestly, for a hot second, thought Charlotte was going to win this match. Everything was just like, oh my God, Charlotte's about to get the title back. But she comes out, peacocked out, in green, and, she puts on a show, another moonsault. And what they did, Nia Jax dominated this match, and it took all three of them women to get her out of the match, because if they weren't doing that, she probably would have eliminated everybody and probably would have beat Bayley and had her WrestleMania moment. But Bayley, pins Charlotte and retains. And so, on to the next one. Gosh, what was that? Was it Triple H? I'm just going to go with Triple H. If I'm out of order, you guys, I'm sorry. I got so much going on, I can't even process everything correctly right now. Triple H and Seth Rollins. Triple H, I heard somebody had a comment that they didn't like Triple H's cheesy entrance. That entrance was fantastic. He looked like a straight badass on the motorcycle. Stephanie McMahon on the back riding. That's his lady. Just on the motorcycle, like they're going to go riding on a Sunday afternoon. He had a police escort. I don't know, it was like probably 8 motorcycle cops. And he came out on the motorcycle with a leather vest jacket. That man has got the best interests in WWE next to The Undertaker. They're probably like 1A and 1B. Seth Rollins comes out looking very gold with the torch. He put the torch on the ground. Flames went all the way down the ramp. Nice little cool thing. It was nice. It was a good match. Seth Rollins looked all right. Triple H basically worked on Rollins' knee throughout the match. It kind of reminds me of Ric Flair and Macho Man in that WrestleMania match. But it was a very entertaining match. Seth Rollins gets the win. Kind of thought that could have dragged out a little bit towards the end, but it was all good. So, and don't mind me, you guys, I'm going to eat during this also because I'm hungry. Alright? But, So Seth Rollins gets the win. And then we move on to the Raw Tag Team Championships. The pop of the night. Enzo and Cass come out. Got the crowd on fire. Then Sheamus and Cesaro come out. I loved their entrance. Their entrance was so badass, it was just unbelievable. They finally came together and looked like a tag team. Came out in the suit coats with the skirts. I don't know. Scottish, Irish, Ireland, whatever, I don't know. They came out with these skirts. They both had the sunglasses on. They had their pose and everything. The fireworks or the pyro went off. When Sheamus gets shined with the light shined on him, that entrance was just spectacular. I love it. Matter of fact, I might watch it after I'm done with this. Then the club comes out. Kind of feel bad for them because they basically got screwed since they stepped in. They should have been dominant throughout their whole time in the WWE. But I understand that WWE wanted the New Day to break Demolition's record for longest reigning tag team champs, which was fine with me. Whatever. And I'm not even going to talk about the New Day hosting. That was great. Spectacular, but it was good. And then, but the New Day comes out and announces that they've been informed that there is now a fatal 4-way match. And lo and behold, well, for a minute people thought the New Day was going to get in the match, which would have been good. Would have been pretty cool. And even if they won titles, that would have been even better. But the Hardys come back, kind of broken, but the Hardys come back. Crowd is just on fire. Match was entertaining. A bunch of spots. Hardys in their spots. Matt grabs the belts down from the ladder, and they win the tag team championships on the first night back. In WrestleMania 33, the Hardys win the championships on their first night back. Brilliant. Wonderful. Feel kind of bad for Enzo and Cass because pretty much everybody thought they were probably going to get it. They'll probably get it eventually. Looking at SummerSlam probably. But, on from that, I believe we go to Goldberg and Lesnar. No. Cena and Nikki Bella, The Miz and Maurice. Entrances were cool. The match was pretty good. The Miz was getting popped throughout that match. Good Lord. This man is still on fire. And that's good. He's got so much... he was getting popped all night long when he was out there. But Cena and Nikki get the win, and lo and behold, kind of predictable. I kind of knew this, but John Cena proposes to Nikki Bella. So Nikki Bella is engaged to John Cena. What most thought would never have happened after being together for like 3 years or maybe more, that was going to happen eventually. John Cena just ain't going to just have this woman be his girlfriend. She wasn't going to sell for that. She was going to eventually leave him if that was the point. But, so Nikki Bella and John Cena are engaged. Nikki Cena coming soon, probably in a year. Then we got Goldberg and Lesnar. I honestly thought this match was going to be crap. It was actually pretty decent. Goldberg held up his own, but Brock Lesnar beat the dog crap out of him. Sorry. Took him to Suplex City and left him there. Brock Lesnar is your new Universal Champion, as expected. Don't know what's going to happen with Goldberg afterwards, but we'll find out tonight on Monday Night Raw. Then we got... who was it? Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. This was the outcome I hated. I did not want this to happen. No disrespect to Randy Orton. He's a great superstar, Hall of Famer. But Bray Wyatt should have got that match. Bray Wyatt should have still retained and been the champ. Weird things going on in that match with the ring, having pictures of maggots and beetles and stuff. And it was crazy. It was good. It was entertaining. But I thought the ending could have been a little different, a little more dramatic. And I thought Bray Wyatt should have retained. But Randy Orton, 13-time WWE champion. Then we got the SmackDown Women's Championship match, which was surprising that they originally had that on the pre-show, and at the last second, they changed it to the card and put it at the second to last matchup. I think it was the second to last match. I don't want to be wrong. Either second to last or third to last. But just stunned, you know. But, you know, they had their match. It was a little all over the place. Nothing spectacular, nothing special. But they did the right thing and had Naomi capture the belt for a second time. In her home at Orlando. The Feel the Glow, the glow in the dark, all that stuff was in full effect. Her entrance was just on fire. You know, she had her ultimate WrestleMania moment. I'm very happy that WWE didn't screw her on that. You know, she's worked hard. She's a great performer. She's very athletic. I'd like to see her and Charlotte come together for a match. Two of the most athletic women in that division. I'd love to see that. But Naomi gets her title back and has her WrestleMania moment. Then we go to The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. That, I knew, it still hit me once that 3 count hit, but I knew Roman Reigns was going to go over on this one. I didn't know if The Undertaker was done this year or the next WrestleMania in New Orleans, but it was a pretty dull match. The Undertaker just cannot do it no more, and I think he knew that too. And he can't hang with somebody like Roman or Brock anymore. But, you know, Roman, very hesitant on getting the job done, but he got the job done in the way that it needed to be. I know everybody boos and hates him. I know I'm wearing this shirt right now. But, you know, as much as everybody hates Roman, he got over. But the WWE just needs to complete the overness by having that heel turn happen. It has to happen. It needs to happen tonight, really. But Roman gets the victory. Biggest win of his life. Second loss in WrestleMania for The Undertaker. He comes up from the ramp in his entrance, comes down. Very dark and mystique. His match was it just wasn't good. Chair shots and all that. I know he's in serious pain. He may not even show up to Monday tonight. But you never know, he might. But Reigns gets the win on the ramp. Pyro goes off. Then The Undertaker has a long send-off. He gets about to be out of the ring, but he comes back, takes his gloves off, put them down in the middle of the ring, takes his jacket off, puts it down in the middle of the ring, takes his hat off, puts it down in the middle of the ring, and leaves the ring, goes up to the ramp, pauses for a minute, back to the camera, arm in the air, as he goes down into the ramp. Then it gets dark. 3 gongs, end of the show. Perfect way for him to go out and go away. I don't want to say go away, that sounds messed up, but to leave and not compete no more. Perfect way for him to do that. It was sad. I know it was sad. You know, I got a little emotional. I tried to, you know, keep that in, but you can't help it when you're a diehard wrestling fan and one of your favorites is done for his in-ring career is done. He's over. He's retired. He didn't walk up the ramp and walk out the doors. He went down into the darkness. 3 gongs, and that was it. That was emotional, but, you know, I just wish I could have been there for that, you know. But, you know, that's it for my review. I just wanted to run through this. I didn't want to give a whole long spew, but, you know, it was emotional, but it was a great WrestleMania in my opinion. It was a great one. Well, actually, I'll say it was a good one. It would have been great if some things were different, but it was a good one, and I highly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Undertaker's, you know, send-off. I enjoyed the Hardys pop. I enjoyed a couple of entrances. I enjoyed AJ and Shane. I enjoyed Neville and Aries. It was good all around. The stage was great. The crowd was electric. It had a different feel. It had a different feel from 32. A way different feel. They redeemed themselves in the ultimate way. Because if WWE would have crapped in their pants on this one, I think they would have been in trouble. Honestly, I think they would have been in big trouble. So, alright party people, I'll be out. I'll give you a Raw review tonight because you know Monday Night Raw is going to be on fire. And that'll probably, I'll probably give you that review tomorrow morning. But until then, party people, I am out. Like, comment, subscribe, and talk to you guys later.
Shout out.